Hey everyone, welcome to Supply Chain Management full course by Simplilearn. Supply chain management is all about how products and services move. Companies are using technology and software to make things faster, smarter, and more efficient. So in this course, you will learn the basics of how supply chain work. You'll understand what customer relationship management is and how it helps businesses keep customers happy. You'll get introduced to SCRUM, which is a simple and fast way to manage projects, especially in tech and agile teams. So whether you're just starting out or you want to sharpen your skills, this course will help you understand how modern supply chains are run and how to do it well. Also, just a quick information, if you're ready to supercharge your career, then the Digital Supply Chain Management certification from SP Jain School of Global Management and Simplilearn is your gateway to master the hottest skills in AI, IoT, automation, and blockchain. In also 6 months online and guided by top industry experts. This isn't your average course, it's a hands-on journey where you work on real-world projects using AI to predict demand and building smart contracts with blockchain. You'll also earn powerful certificate from a globally ranked institution with companies like Amazon, IBM, and Accenture on the hunt of these skills. It's time to apply now. So guys, hurry up and enroll now, and you can find the link in the description box below and in the pinned comment.
In today's video, we will talk about something that impacts pretty much everything we use or consume daily. Supply chain management. You might be thinking, what is that all about? Well, stick to me and you will just see how crucial it is. Back in early 1900, Henry Ford and his team at the Ford Motor Company were dealing with a massive challenge. As demand for their cars went through the roof, they realized they needed a better way to coordinate all the different suppliers, manufacturers, and distributors involved in getting those vehicles made and delivered to customers. I mean, you can imagine trying to keep a track of thousands of different parts and materials coming in from all sorts of suppliers. It was a total nightmare. That's when this light bulb moment happened, and they came up with the concept of supply chain management. Ford's crew developed strategies to integrate and coordinate every stage of the production process, from sourcing the raw materials to assembling the cars and finally distributing them to dealerships and customers. By putting these supply chain management practices in place, they were able to slash production costs, ramp up efficiency, and meet the insane demand for Ford's iconic rides. This was a game-changing stuff, and it paved the way for supply chain management to become a widespread practice across all kinds of industries. Fast forward to today, and effective supply chain management is absolutely crucial in the hyper-competitive business world. Whether you're a massive multinational corporation or a local one, every business faces challenges in managing that intricate web of suppliers, manufacturers, logistics, and customer demands. Supply chain management provides solutions to those challenges by streamlining processes, cutting down on waste, and ensuring that products and services are delivered to customers in a timely and cost-effective manner. It takes a lot of manual work to improve communication between all the different players involved and give you a serious competitive edge in today's ever-changing marketplace. Supply chain management is the unsung hero that keeps our modern economy ticking, delivering the goods and services we rely on in and day out. In today's video, we are going to dive deep into the world of supply chain management. I will break down the fundamental concepts, components, and strategies, and we will look at the real-world examples of businesses that are killing it with their supply chain management practices. You will see companies across all kinds of industries are leveraging this powerful discipline to drive growth, boost efficiency, and keep their customers satisfied. Alright, so buckle up and prepare to immerse yourself in the realm of supply chain management. I'll be breaking down everything you need to know. What is supply chain? Let's start with the basics. A supply chain is a well-coordinated network of people, companies, resources, activities, and high-tech systems. All of them are working together to create and deliver products and services to customers. It covers everything from sourcing the raw materials to getting the finished product into the hands of the buyer. The key players are the suppliers, manufacturers, distributors, retailers, and of course, the customers. Let us now talk about the salary. The people in charge of overseeing and managing the entire complicated supply and demand process are called supply chain management professionals. These folk are the masterminds, the experts who make sure everything runs smoothly from start to finish. Companies realize how important and valuable these supply chain management experts are. That's why they pay them really good money. Their salary ranges typically falls between $110,000 to $141,000 per year, or even more. Their special skills in keeping products and services moving efficiently from suppliers to customers are highly prized. One of the reasons behind getting big bucks is that the companies heavily rely on their expertise to choreograph and coordinate all the complex moving pieces involved in getting stuff made and delivered without any hiccups. They are paid top dollar to be the mastermind behind the scenes, making it work smoothly. Now that we have discussed what supply chain management is and how valuable these supply chain management professionals are, we will talk about how supply chain management has evolved over time. Now, the concept of supply and demand has been around for ages, but it wasn't until the early 1900s that people really started thinking, maybe we can do this better. Then came along brilliant minds like the legendary Henry Ford, who looked at the inefficiencies and waste in production lines and said, there's got to be a better way. The cool ideas kicked off what we call now modern supply chain management. They figured out how to make things run smoother and trimmed off all the unnecessary stuff, setting the stage for how supply chain work like a well-oiled machine today. So why does effective supply chain management matter? With supply chains becoming increasingly complex operations, the advantages of having an effectively managed system started becoming extremely apparent. Let's now discuss about the advantages of having supply chain management. Well, for businesses, it's a game changer. It allows them to optimize their process, reduce costs, and improve the efficiency. With a well-managed supply chain, companies can deliver products to customers faster and more reliably, gaining a competitive edge in the market. But it's not just businesses that benefit. Supply chain management also plays a crucial role in driving economies forward, ensuring the smooth flow of goods and services, which creates value for customers and fosters economic growth. Speaking of economic growth, let's delve deeper into the role of supply chain management in the economy. Think of it as the backbone of commerce. A well-functioning supply chain keeps prices stable, prevents shortages, and promotes innovation. Moreover, supply chain management encourages collaboration and communication across industries, leading to development of new technologies and practices. It's a key driver of progress on both local and global scale. Now that we have understood the importance of supply chain management, let's take a closer look at how it actually works. Supply chain management is like a chain of interconnected processes. It starts with procurement, where companies source all the raw materials and supplies they need from the suppliers. Next up, we have manufacturing, which transforms those raw materials into finished products. From there, the made-to-order goods get distributed through an entire network of warehouses and transportation channels until they finally reach their destination. Retailers and customers throughout the whole journey, effective inventory management, demand forecasting, and smart logistics are crucial components that keeps everything running smoothly. So let's break it down further. The 5 stages. No matter what type, most supply chains can be broadly divided into the 5 key stages. Planning. This is where the smart folks predict how much stuff people will want, make plans, and decide what things they'll need. Next up, we have sourcing. They identify suppliers, negotiate contracts, and procure all the necessary materials and services. Manufacturing, whether it's towels or automobiles, this is the stage where raw materials get transformed into finished products through manufacturing runs and strictly quality control. Next, we have delivery. With products made, the stage focuses on transportation, warehousing, and distributing those goods to retailers and customers. Returns, and finally, there's got to be a system for handling product returns, repairs, reconditioning and recycling, or disposing of unwanted stuff. Reverse logistics in action. Now that we have outlined the fundamental stages of supply chain, it's important to recognize that they come in various shapes and sizes to suit different needs. Let's delve into the different types. Types of supply chain. Supply chains can actually be categorized into different types based on the special structure and overarching purpose. At first, we have continuous or lean supply chains. As you might guess, these are the dead set on minimizing waste and maximizing efficiency through scorched earth lean practices. You'll see a lot of these in manufacturing. Next, agile supply chains, designed to be super nimble and responsive, rapidly evolving customer needs and preferences. Agility is the key in fast-paced industries like fashion retail. Next, we have sustainable supply chains. With an emphasis on environmental responsibility, these supply chains prioritize ethical sourcing, sustainable practices, and minimizing ecological impact. Next, we have humanitarian supply chains. Rather than commercial products, these supply chains operations are focused on delivering life-saving aid, supplies, and relief efforts during emergencies and natural disaster worldwide. To better illustrate how a basic supply chain function, let us look at the journey of the common product we are familiar with. We will now look into a basic supply chain example. Let's look at the journey of a smartphone from start to finish. The raw materials like metals and plastic are sourced from suppliers across the globe. Those materials then get transported to manufacturing facilities where the components are assembled into the smartphones. Once those finished phones roll off the line, they get distributed through networks or warehouses and retailers until finally landing in stores and customers' hands through various sales channels. Behind the scenes, there's an intricate web of information like orders and inventory levels that facilitates each step. With that example providing a clear picture, let's transition into discussing the different strategies businesses employ for supply chain management. Strategies and examples. Different businesses employ supply chain management strategies based on their unique needs and goals. Some common approaches include just-in-time. This strategy focuses on minimizing inventory levels by receiving materials or products just as they are needed. Manufacturers like Toyota often use JIT to reduce storage, cost, and waste. Lean supply chain. This strategy is all about eliminating waste and optimizing processes for maximum efficiency. Companies like Dell have successfully implemented lean supply chain principles. Then we have agile supply chain. This strategy is designed to respond quickly to changing market demands and customer preferences. Fashion retailers often adopt agile supply chain strategies to keep up with the trends. By implementing these strategies, we can achieve remarkable supply chain agility, enabling the company to consistently deliver innovative products to consumers worldwide. In summary, supply chain management is very important for keeping goods flowing smoothly from producers to consumers. Understanding its basics helps businesses cut costs and improve customer satisfaction.
If you're looking to upgrade your career and break into one of the fastest growing fields today, you don't need to quit your job or go back to college. With the Digital Supply Chain Management certification from SPG School of Global Management and Simplilearn, you can learn cutting-edge skills like AI, IoT, automation, and blockchain all in just 6 months. Completely online and guided by top industry experts. This is more than just a course. It's your launchpad into the digital future of supply chain. Let's face it, supply chains have changed a lot today. It's not just about managing warehouses or tracking shipments. It's about using AI, automation, IoT, and even blockchain to run smarter, faster, and more sustainable operations. This course helps you master all of that from the basics to the most advanced digital tools all in just 6 months. Completely online and designed to fit your work schedule. Now, why SPJ? Because this is a globally ranked school 7 in APAC by Bloomberg Business Week, and their faculty are not just teachers, they are industry leaders. You'll attend live interactive classes led by experts who have worked with companies like Holcim, Otis, ACG, and more. Plus, you'll get a certificate from SPG and Simplilearn, a powerful addition to your resume. Let's talk about what will you actually learn. This course kicks off with a complete refresher on supply chain basics things like supply planning, logistics, and business architecture. Then it dives into the good stuff, AI and machine learning in supply chains. How to use IoT to improve tracking. The power of blockchain for better transparency, building green and sustainable supply networks, and tools like SAP, Flowlu, OpenLCA, and MetaMask. It's real-world, industry-ready training, not just slides and theory. Let's talk about the projects and the case studies. So here's the best part. This program is hands-on. You get to work on 25 plus case studies and 7 big projects based on actual business problems. You'll do things like use AI to predict demand and reduce stockouts, build smart contracts on blockchain to manage shipping, use RP and chatbots to fix issues in procurement, and even study the environmental impact of packaging. All of this builds up to a capstone project where you apply everything you have learned, just like you would do in a real job. And you're not alone in this journey. You'll be guided by expert trainers who have worked in global supply chains, led digital transformation projects, and helped top companies solve real world problems using technology. These aren't just academics, they are professionals with years of hands on experience in procurement, logistics, and AI led supply chain strategies. So, everything you learn is based on what actually works in the real world. Let's talk about where this course can take you. So, after completing this program, learners have reported up to 300% salary hikes, and there are over 50,000 open roles in digital supply chain management right now. Companies like Amazon, IBM, Accenture, HP, Oyo, Capgemini, they all are hiring professionals with exactly these skills. The global supply chain tech market is growing at 11.7% every year and is expected to reach $63 billion by 2032. And that's huge. Are you worried about timing or falling behind? Don't be. Miss a class, you can watch the recording. If you're stuck on project, you can join a mentor session. You'll also be a part of a learner group on Slack and have a dedicated cohort manager to support you every step of the way. This course is perfect if you have 3+ years of experience in supply chain management or logistics. Want to move into digital or tech driven supply chain roles, love solving real world problems using data and automation, or want to stand out in your company with in demand skills? Then you don't need any coding experience. Just bring your curiosity and willingness to grow. Let's talk about the admission process. Well, the admission process is very simple. Just fill out a short application form, get shortlisted by the admissions panel, confirm your seat, and start learning. The program starts soon and with only a limited number of seats in each batch. I would recommend applying today. To sum it all up, this course gives you expert training, practical tools, and a strong certificate and the skills to lead digital supply chains, exactly what companies are hiring right now. So if you're ready to take that big step in your career, click the link below to learn more and apply. The future of supply chain management is digital, so let's make sure you're ready for it.
Hello and welcome to Introduction to Supply Chain Management course. In this course, we will learn how products move from raw materials to customers' hands and everything that happens in between. Whether you are a student, a budding entrepreneur, or a professional looking to sharpen your business acumen. So this course will help you understand the building blocks of how modern supply chains operate. So we will begin with the supply chain basics and the key players. You will get familiar with what a supply chain is, the flow of goods and information, and who is the key stakeholders from suppliers and manufacturers to distributors and retailers. Next, we will dive into inventory, procurement, and sourcing. This module covers how businesses manage stocks efficiently, where they buy materials from, and how strategic sourcing decisions can make or break profitably. In the supply chain logistic and flow, we will explore the journey goods take, including transportation, warehousing, distribution centers, and how logistic decisions impact cost, speed, and customer satisfaction. Finally, we will wrap up with the technology challenges and the future trends, from automation and AI to sustainability and global disruption. This module will help you understand the dynamic forces shaping the future of supply chain. Throughout the course, we will use real-world examples and practical frameworks to keep things relevant and actionable. By the end, you will walk away with a solid understanding of how supply chain work and why they are vital to businesses and economies around the world. So let's get started on this journey through the world of supply chain management. So let's jump to the what is supply chain management. A supply chain is like a network that provides facilities and options like distribution, which performs operations like procurement of material, the transformation of these materials to specific intermediates, and after finished products, and the distribution procedure starts distributing respective products to the customers. So there are some key points regarding the supply chain. Like in the previous times, all the organizations like marketing, distribution, planning, manufacturing, and purchasing organizations work independently along the supply chain. The second is organizations have their independent objectives which are sometimes conflicting also. The third one is to work in an efficient manner. There arises a need through which these different functions are able to integrate together. Fourth one is therefore Supply chain management is a strategy that came into arising through which such integration can be achieved. So after understanding what is supply chain management, let's move on to key components of supply chain. The first one is suppliers. Suppliers are the foundation of the supply chain. They provide the essential raw material, components, and services needed to create finished products. These inputs could range from basic raw materials like metals, plastic, or fabrics to specialized parts or sub-assemblies. The reliability, quality, and timelessness of suppliers directly impact the efficiency and the success of entire supply chain. The second comes manufacturers. Manufacturers take the raw materials and components supplied and transform them into finished goods through various production processes. This involves activities such as assembly, machine, quality control, and packaging. Manufacturers play a critical role in adding value by converting inputs into products that meet customer specification and quality standards. The third one is warehouses. Warehouses act as storage points within the supply chain. They hold materials, intermediate products, and finished goods until they are needed further along the chain. Effective warehousing ensures that inventory is available to meet demand without overstocking, helping balance supply and demand fluctuation while reducing lead times. The fourth one is distribution centers. Distribution centers serves a hub for efficiently moving and distributing goods to various destinations. They manage the sorting, packing, and shipping of the products to retailers or directly to customers. By optimizing transportation routes and consolidating shipments, distribution centers help reduce logistic costs and improves delivery speed. Then comes retailers. So retailers are the link between the supply chain and the end customer. They purchase finished products from manufacturers or distributors and sell them directly to the consumer. So retailers play a vital role in understanding customer preferences, managing inventory at the customer level, and providing a convenient purchasing experience. At the last come customers. So customers are the final recipients of the products in the supply chain. Their needs and demands drive the entire supply chain process, influencing production volumes, inventory levels, and delivery schedules. Meeting customer expectations in terms of product availability, quality, and delivery time is the ultimate goal of supply chain management. So now comes, how does supply chain management work? So supply chain operates through a network of linked activities and processes that enable the movement of goods, information, and finances from suppliers to customers. So here are the overview of supply chain's work. The first one is planning. Planning is the developing strategies to meet customer demand while optimizing resources. So there are some key activities as well. The first one is demand forecasting, inventory management, capacity planning, and production scheduling. And the next comes sourcing. So sourcing involves identifying and selecting suppliers that provide the necessary raw material, component, and the services. Key activities are supplier selection, supplier relationship management, procurement, then contract negotiation. Then third come manufacturing. So coordinating production process to create finished good efficiently. So key activities are production process design, quality control, production scheduling, and equipment maintenance. After manufacturing, then comes warehousing. So warehousing involves storing raw materials, intermediates, and finished goods until they are needed. Efficient warehousing is crucial for maintaining inventory levels and ensuring timely delivery. Key activities are inventory management, storage solution, order picking, and the packing. Then comes distribution. Coordinating the movement of goods from manufacturers to the customer is known as distribution. Key activities are transportation planning, logistic management, order fulfillment, and delivery scheduling. Then comes return and reverse logistics. Return and reverse logistics involve managing the return of defective or unwanted products from the customer back to the manufacturer or supplier. This process includes handling returns, refurbishing products, and recycling. Key activities are return processing, refurbishing and recycling, disposal management, and the customer support. Then comes technology integration. Implementing systems like enterprise resource planning, ERP, and transportation management system, TMS, to facilitate information flow. Then comes performance measurement. So continuously monitoring and improving supply chain metrics. So SCM works by integrating these processes across different departments and organizations using technology and data analytics to improve decision making and operational efficiency. So now let's jump into the flow in the supply chain. How the flow work in supply chain. So here is a chart. So the supply chain work like a chain reaction where materials move from suppliers to the customers. Throughout this supplier and the customers exchange important informations to coordinate effectively, like materials, information, and the funds. Additionally, money flow back from the customer to the supplier, completing the cycle. So supply chain management oversees and control the flow of materials, information, and the finances across the supply chain. It's the main role in to design, plan, and execute activities at each stage to ensure that customer receive the right product and services efficiently and profitably. So there are some examples of supply chain management. The first one is Zara, known for its fast fashion supply chain, quickly turning design into store-ready apparel. The second is Apple, manages a complex global network for sourcing components and delivering devices. Then comes Walmart, excels in inventory management and distribution to thousands of stores worldwide. Then comes Blue Apron, a meal kit delivery service that coordinates fresh ingredients from suppliers directly to the consumer. Then come pharmaceutical industries, ensures timely delivery of medicines from manufacturers to the pharmacies and the hospitals. So now let's jump into functions of supply chain management. So the main functions of supply chain management include: the first one is defining business boundaries and the relationships. It is the most important of all the SCM initiatives. It relates to this decision on outsourcing. Then second comes managing demand and supply. So the basic demand is the demand for the ultimate product or service from the end user. To meet these needs of the user, different links in the supply chain need to supply some goods or services to the following link in the chain. Then comes logistics. It refers to the process involved in storing, moving, transporting, or handling materials in any other way. Then comes purchasing. It acts as a link between the vendors and the company to get involvement and help of vendors in matters like purchase material specification, matching a lot of size, and transportation packing. Then comes selling system interface. So it is directly responsible to help customer know, select, buy, or pay for and take away the company's product. Then comes manufacturing system interface. It supports SCM by reducing manufacturing lead times and supplying materials that closely match customer lot size and time requirement. Then comes product design and interface. Basic quality of the products sold to the end users can be improved substantially by better collaboration among channel partners. So after seeing function of supply chain management, let's understand why is supply chain management is important. So supply chain management is crucial for several reasons. The first one is efficiency and cost reduction. So by optimizing the supply chain, organization can reduce waste and lower cost. SCM helps streamline operations, reduce redundancies, and improve the use of resources. Then comes improved quality control. SCM ensures that all parts of the supply chain maintain high standards. So this control helps in maintaining product quality, reducing defects, and improving customer satisfaction. Then comes better customer service. With SCM, companies can respond more quickly to customer demands, ensuring timely delivery and better service. Quick and effective response play a crucial role in boosting customer contentment and devotion. Then comes risk mitigation. Effective SCM supply chain management can identify potential risks in the supply chain and implement strategies to mitigate them. This proactive approach helps in avoiding disruptions and maintaining smooth operation. Then comes competitive advantage. Companies with efficient supply chains and deliver product faster at a lower cost, providing a competitive edge in the market. Then come sustainability. It enables organizations to implement environmentally friendly practices throughout the supply chain. So now let's see some advantages of supply chain management. The first one is supply chain planning and collaboration. With SCM, users can model his or her supply chain, set goals, and optimize and schedule time. It enables users to maximize returns on assets and ensures a profitable match of supply and demand. The second one is supply chain execution. It enables users to carry out supply chain planning and generate high efficiency at the lowest possible cost. Then comes supply chain visibility, design, and analytics. Supply chain management gives users network-wide visibility across your extended supply chain to perform strategic and as well as day-to-day planning. Then come business benefits. It allows its user to transform a traditional linear supply into an adaptive network with the following benefits: faster response to change in the supply and demand, increased customer satisfaction, compliance with regulatory requirements, improved cash flow, higher margins, greater synchronization with business priorities. So, in conclusion, supply chain management is essential for the seamless operation of modern business. It integrates various functions and processes to ensure the efficient flow of goods, information, and finances from suppliers to the end consumers. By implementing effective SCM strategies, organization can reduce cost, improve customer satisfaction, and gain a competitive edge in the market. As global market continues to evolve and face new challenges, the importance of robust and adaptive supply chain management will only grow, making it a critical area for businesses to invest in and the optimize. So moving in the next module, we will learn about inventory management and procurement sources. Welcome to the second module, inventory management. So inventory management and procurement are fundamental pillars of an efficient supply chain. So mastering these areas help businesses minimize cost, improve customer satisfaction, and streamline operations. So this module explores what inventory management is, its different types, important models, and a framework, and the key aspects of procurement and sources. So what is inventory management? Inventory management is the process of overseeing and controlling a company's stock of goods. It involves tracking the quantities, location, and status of items that a business holds, from raw materials to finished products ready for the sale. So effective inventory management ensures that the company has the right amount of stock at the right time. It prevents excess inventory that ties up capital and space, as well as the stockouts that can delay production or lead to lost sales. So there are multiple types of inventories. So inventory can be classified into three main types based on the stage in the production or the sale process. The first one is raw material. These are the basic inputs used to manufacture finished goods. Raw materials can be anything from steel sheet for car manufacturing to flour for baking. Proper management of raw materials ensures that the production is never halted due to shortage. Then comes work in progress, WIP. Work in process inventory includes partially finished products that are still in the manufacturing process. Managing WIP helps monitor production efficiently and identify bottlenecks in the production line. The third one is finished goods. Finished goods are products that have completed the manufacturing process and are ready to be sold to the customer. So keeping appropriate level of finished goods is critical to meet customer demand promptly. So now let's move forward and see importance of inventory balance. So balancing inventory means maintaining optimal stock levels that satisfy demand without overstocking or understocking. So this balance is vital because it reduces holding costs. Excess inventory requires storage space and handling, which increase operational costs. Second one is prevents stockouts. Insufficient inventory can lead to delays in order fulfillment, damaging customer satisfaction and brand reputation. The third point is improves cash flow. Inventories ties up working capital. Efficient inventory balance frees up cash for other businesses' activity. Then comes enhances forecasting. Proper inventory tracking supports accurate demand forecasting and the better planning. So achieving the right inventory balance requires sophisticated management techniques and tools, which we will discuss in the next section. So there are inventory management models. So three of the most popular inventory management models are economic order quantity EOQ, inventory production quantity, and ABC analysis. So each of the inventory management models has an alternative way to deal with assisting you in knowing how much stock you out to have available. So things you choose to utilize rely upon your business. So let's discuss the first one, economic order quantity. So this is the best e-commerce traders and retail operators driven by a prudent rationale to keep away from stockouts. So utilizing deterministic inventory management models like the economic order quantity EOQ model will assist you with the processing an ideal request amount that limit stock expenses and keeps away from the most dreaded part of e-commerce. So the EOQ is a recipe that figures the most prudent numbers of things a business should request to limit cost and boost esteem when reloading stocks. So this is the formula. EOQ equals to 2DS slash C. So D means annual demand, C means carrying cost, and S means ordering cost. So in this case, the EOQ model expects a consistent request from an item and prompts accessibility of things to be restocked. It does not represent occasional or economic fluctuations. It expects fixed expenses of inventory units, requesting charges, and holding charges. No stockouts are allowed. So this inventory model requires non-stop checking of inventory levels. The viability of the essential EOQ models is generally restricted by the presumptions of an one-item business, and the recipe does not permit communication between items. Also, EOQ accepts a boundless arranging skyline and there is no restrictions on capital availability. This is the main function of EOQ. Then the second comes inventory production quantity, also called economic production quantity or EPQ. This kind of inventory management model discloses to you the number of items your businesses should arrange in solitary clusters in order to diminish holding expenses and arrangement costs. It expects that each request is conveyed by your provider in parts to your business instead of in one full item. So this model is an augmentation of the EOQ model. The distinction between the two models is the EOQ model expects providers are convey stocks in full to your client or business. So here is how you can calculate your inventory production quantity. 2kh dh 1 minus x. So K means setup or order cost, D means demand rate, H means yearly holding cost per product, P means yearly production rate, and X equals to D upon P means demand rate by yearly production rate. Then you can take the square root of 2SG slash production cost 1 minus S. Here S is your setup cost, D is your demand rate, X is your demand rate by production. So this model could be the best choice for your business if your business will generally request inventory from providers in parts as opposed to one full request. For example, for an automotive organization, interest in items is consistent over various periods of time. Fine. Now let's jump into the third one, ABC analysis. So the more cash explicit inventory presents to you, the more significant it is to you. ABC examination arranges your inventory depending on degree of significance by realizing which stock is the main. You realize where to concentrate. To be best, ABC analysis is often utilized with other inventory management models like the just-in-time GIT technique. So here ABC means always better control, as you can see on the picture. So stock is sorted into either bunches A, B, C. So how would you know which class to put inventory under? So it depends on the 80 by 20 guideline, otherwise called the Pareto principle. So category A, inventory under the classification gets the most cash and is just a modest quantity of your all stock out. It accounts for just 20% of your stock, however gets 70% of your complete income. So category A stock is given the most measure of consideration and has the tight requesting control setup. Category B, better. Unlike category A stock, this category B stock is not fundamental for your business to endure. However, it is actually matters because it is 30% of your stock with 25% income. Then comes category C, control. Inventory arranged under category C is 50% of your items with 5% income. So this stock does not get as much as benefit A and B gets. However, it is a study. Inventory management is quite free here since it gets the modest quantity of pay. So in the event that your organization offer administrations or items that all shift significantly in the cost, for example, an arranging organization, this will be a viable model for you. So a genuine model is Amazon, whose items cover an enormous scope of cost. Few out of every odd things you see recorded on their site is available. That would prompt extraordinarily high holding costs, making it hard to make money. So all things being equal, they request stock dependent on what they see with their ABC classification rules. So the drawback to this kind of inventory management model is that you need to classify the correct stock accurately with the goal for it to work, or else you will be putting all your inventory management models into consideration into an item that is not presenting to you the most cash. Now comes procurement and sourcing. So procurement and sourcing are closely related functions that involve acquiring goods and services needed for the business to operate. So procurement is the process of finding, acquiring and buying goods, services or works from an external source. It includes activities like supplier selection, negotiation, purchasing and contract management. Efficient procurement ensures that the company obtains quality materials at the best possible price and the terms. Whereas strategic sourcing and supplier relationship. Strategic sourcing goes beyond simple purchasing by evaluating and selecting suppliers based on long-term value rather than just price. So developing strong supplier relationship can lead benefits such as better price and payment terms, higher quality materials, improved reliability and innovation, collaboration, risk mitigation. So there are local versus global sourcing challenges as well. Local sourcing refers to procuring goods and servicing from suppliers within the same country or region, whereas global sourcing means buying goods and services from international suppliers. So business must weigh these pros and cons carefully to choose the right sourcing strategy to their needs. So in conclusion, inventory management and procurement are complex yet essential functions that significantly impact a company's efficiency, cost, and customer satisfaction. Understanding inventory types, maintaining the right balance, applying the right management models, and developing strategic procurement and sourcing approach are key to building a resilient and competitive supply chain. So by implementing proven frameworks like GIT, EOQ, and ABC analysis, and fostering strong supplier relationships, businesses can optimize their inventory and procurement to support growth adaptability in today's dynamic market. So in the next module, we will learn about supply chain logistics and the flow. In today's world, goods travel a long way before they reach your hand, from raw materials to finished products on shore shelves or delivered to your doorstep. Behind this journey is an important system called logistics. It's a part of supply chain that plans and manages the movement and storage of goods, as well as related information and payments. This module will explain logistics in detail. So you will learn about different ways of goods are transported, how they are stored in warehouses, the role of third-party logistics, 3PL providers, and the three main types of flows in supply chain, which are material, information, and the financial flows. So let's start with what is logistics. So logistics is the entire process of managing how things move and are stored from the place they are made or gathered, you can say, to the place they are sold or used. It includes planning, implementing, and controlling. So the movement of goods, which is transportation, the storage of goods, which is known as warehousing, the flow of information, which is tracking or orders, the flow of money, payments, and invoices. So think of logistics as the behind the scenes work that makes sure you get your products on time, whether you shop online or at the store. So why is logistic important? First reason is customer satisfaction. Timely delivery of products keeps customer happy. Second reason is cost efficiency. Good logistics reduces unnecessary cost like storage fees or delays. The third point is competitive advantage. So fast and reliable logistics help businesses stand out. Fourth point is inventory management. Keep track of what's available, preventing stockouts or excess inventory. The fifth point is supports global trade. So makes international buying and selling possible just because of logistics. So now let's move forward and see what are the modes of transport, like how goods move. So the transportation is a vital part of moving product from one place to another can be done in different ways depending on the type of goods, speed needed, cost, and the distance. The first one is air transport. Air transport involves moving goods by airplanes. So when to use? This is needed when the speed is critical. For example, urgent medical supplies, fresh foods, or high value electronics. Advantages are faster way to ship goods, especially overseas. Good for fragile or perishable goods that must arrive quickly. But there are disadvantages as well. This is expensive compared to other modes. Limited capacity because planes can carry only such weight and size. Weather can cause delays. Examples are shipping luxury watches from Switzerland to the US, delivering spare airplane parts for the urgent repairs. The second transport is the sea transport. Sea transport moves goods via cargo ships across oceans and the seas. So when to use sea transport? You guys can use for large, heavy shipments like raw materials, automobiles, or furniture, especially internationally. Advantages are cheapest way to move very large volumes like cars, bikes, automobile, and even can carry very heavy and bulky goods. Disadvantages are this is slow, can take weeks or months. Ports can be crowded, causing delays. Weather can disrupt schedules. Example is importing crude oil from the Middle East, exporting cars from the Japan. The third transport is the road transport. Road transport uses trucks, lorries, or vans to deliver goods on roads. So when to use for the local or the regional deliveries or to connect ports and the warehouses. Advantages are door-to-door delivery is possible, flexible routes and scheduling, ideal for short to medium distances, but there are disadvantages as well. Traffic jams and road conditions can cause delays, limited by regulations such as truck weight limits. Example is delivering groceries from warehouse to supermarket, courier service like FedEx or DHL. The last transport is comes the rail transport. Rail transport uses trains to move goods on tracks. To when to use? Moving heavy or bulk goods over land, especially over long distance. Advantage is most cost effective than trucks for heavy cargo. Environmentally friendlier due to lower emission, high carrying capacity. Disadvantages limited network coverage because every city is not having the rail transport. Less flexible, requires transfer to trucks for final delivery. Example is transporting coal from mines to power plant, shipping steel from factories to construction sites. So after understanding mode of transport, let's learn warehousing and inventory storage. So warehousing is a key part of logistics that involves storing goods safely until they are needed. It acts as a hub between production and the consumption. So why warehousing is needed? The first one is balance supply and demand. Production might not always match customer demand exactly. Warehouses store extra goods for when they are needed. The second is buffer for delays. Help avoid disruptions if shipments are delayed. The third point is consolidation and sorting. Products from different suppliers can be gathered and sorted for shipment to the customer at the warehouse. Then comes protection. Safeguards goods from damage, theft, or weather conditions. So now let's understand the types of warehouses. First one is public warehouses. These are available for use by multiple companies on a rental basis. The second one are private warehouse, owned and operated by a company for its own goods. The third one is distribution centers, focus on quick movement and sorting of goods, often for fast delivery. Then comes cold storage, special warehouses for perishable items like food and medicine requiring refrigeration. So there are modern warehousing technology as well. So many warehouses use nowadays automation like conveyor belt, robots, and computerized tracking systems to improve speed and accuracy. So barcode scanners and RFID tags help track every item inside the warehouse. As you have seen in the airport, whenever luggage bag comes, it comes through the barcode scanner. Now let's move forward and see what is this 3PL, third party logistics. So not every company manages its own transportation and warehousing. Some hire outside experts called third party logistics providers or 3PLs. So what does a 3PL do? Handle shipping, warehousing, and delivery. Second point is manages inventory and order fulfillment. The third point is provides technology and the expertise. And then comes often offers custom clearance for international shipment, which is very important point. So what are the benefits of using 3PL? The first one is cost saving. 3PLs can use their scale to reduce cost. Second is flexibility. Easy to increase or reduce logistics capacity as needed. The third point is focus on core business. Companies can concentrate on making products or sales. Then comes access to expertise. 3PLs specialize in logistics and stay up to date with best practices and regulations. Examples of 3PL companies are the DHL supply chain, FedEx supply chain, UPS logistics, XPO logistics, and many others. So 3PL or third party logistics is the best for those who are starting their business in the early stage. So now let's move forward and see types of flow in supply chain. So in a supply chains, there are three main types of flow happen simultaneously. Material flow, informational flow, and the financial. Managing all three well is the key to success. So the first one is material flow, which is moving the physical goods. So material flow is the physical movement of raw materials, parts, and finished goods along the supply chain. It starts with the raw material coming to factories, then moves to work in progress goods being made, then ends with finished goods delivered to customers or stores. So, a smooth material flow ensures that production continues without interruptions and customers get their products on time. But there are challenges as well in the material flow. The first one is transportation delays. The second is damage or loss during transit. The third point is managing inventory levels. Not too much, but not too little as well. The second type of flow is information flow, sharing data and updates. The information flow involves the sharing of data about orders, inventory levels, shipping status, and demand forecast between all parties in the supply chain. It tracks what goods have been ordered and received, helps plan the production and the delivery schedules, supports forecasting demand to avoid shortage or overstock. So there are examples of information flow are a retailer sending a purchase order to a supplier, a logistic company providing shipment tracking updates, and the third is a warehouse reporting current inventory to the manufacturer. So the important point is good information flow reduces errors, speed up decisions, and improves coordination. And it will lead to the customer satisfaction. The third flow is the financial flow, which is managing payments and the credits. So financial flow covers all the money related transaction between supply chain and the partner. The payment to the suppliers, invoices from the vendors, credit terms and refunds. So efficient financial flow ensures suppliers get paid on time. Companies maintain good cash flow and transactions are recorded accurately. So how logistics supports supply chain business? So logistic is the link that connects suppliers, manufacturers, distributors, and customers. So now let's see how goods logistics help. The first point is reduce lead time. Quicker transport and better planning means products arrive faster. The second point is cut cost. Optimize routes, choosing the right transport mode, and reducing storage time save money. Then comes improves product quality. Proper handling and storage keep products safe. Then enhance customer experience. On-time deliveries build trust and repeat business. And there is one more point, enables scalability, which is efficient logistics supports business growth and the new markets. But if something is having pros, it also have cons. So there are challenges in logistics as well. While logistics is vital, it can also be complicated. First one is rising fuel and labor costs. It will increase the expenses. Then traffic congestion and infrastructure limit. It will cause the delays. Then comes global regulation and customs. It is the complicate international shipping. Then comes technology integration. Can be difficult for companies to implement. Then comes unexpected events like natural disasters or pandemic disrupt supply chain. Overcoming these challenges requires careful planning, technology, and good partnership. So in conclusion, logistics is the art and science of moving and storing goods in a way that meets customer needs efficiently and cost effectively. It involves choosing the right transport mode, air, sea, road or rail, storing products safely in warehouses, and sometimes using specialized third-party companies 3PL to handle these tasks. Alongside the physical movements of goods, material flow, managing the flow of information, and money is equally important to keep the entire supply chain running smoothly. So, by understanding and improving logistics and three flows in a supply chain, businesses can save money, grow their operation, and satisfy customers better than ever before. So in the next module, we will explore modern supply chain techniques or technology, real world issues, and the future trend in supply chain management. Supply chain management (SCM) has evolved far beyond the traditional model of moving goods from point A to B. Today, it's complex, interconnected web of digital and physical processes, optimized to meet the demands of global commerce, customer expectations, and sustainability. Technology plays a central role in this transformation, powering visibility, intelligence, and agility across supply chain. So, in this module, we will explore some of the most impactful technologies shaping supply chain management, from RFID tracking and IoT sensors to AI forecasting and blockchain transparency. We will also examine the major challenges SCM professionals face today, key career roles and tools, and what the future holds for the dynamic field. So let's start with the RFID and GPS tracking for the real-time visibility. It is one of the biggest challenges in supply chains is knowing where goods are at given moment. RFID, radio frequency identification, and GPS tracking technologies provide the answer by enabling real-time location visibility through the supply chain. How RFID works? RFID tags are small chip attached to items, pallets, or containers that emit radio signals. RFID readers placed throughout warehouses or transport routes capture these signals, automatically recording when and where items move. This system reduces human error, improves inventory accuracy, and speeds up processes like receiving, picking, and shipping. Unlike barcodes, RFID tags don't require line of sight scanning, enabling batch reads and seamless automation. Whereas GPS tracking for transportation, GPS tracking devices provide continuous update on vehicle location, speed, and estimated arrival time. This visibility helps logistics teams optimize routes, respond proactively to delays, and keep customers informed with accurate deliver windows. Combined RFID and GPS technologies create an end-to-end digital trail essential for efficient and transparent supply chain operations. Let's move forward and see IoT sensors in warehouses and transport. So, the Internet of Things IoT has changed supply chain environments by embedding sensors in warehouse, vehicles, and even packaging. Whereas warehouse IoT sensors monitor environmental conditions such as temperature, humidity, and light, critical for sensitive goods like pharmaceuticals or foods. They track equipment performance to predict maintenance needs before breakdowns occur, reducing downtime. Whereas transport IoT, so in transit, devices can monitor vibration, shock, or tilt to detect mishandling. Sensors also track fuel usage and driver behavior to improve safety and reduces cost. The data generated by IoT sensors feeds into centralized dashboards, enabling real-time alerts and delayed analytics that optimize supply chain performance. Next comes AI and machine learning demand for forecasting. Accurate demand forecasting is crucial to avoid stockouts or excess inventory. Traditional forecasting methods often rely on historical data and can't amount for sudden market changes, whereas AI-powered forecasting and machine learning models analyze vast data sets, including sales trends, social media sentiments, weather forecasts, and economic indicators, to predict demand more precisely. These systems continuously learn and adapt, improving accuracy over time. For instance, an AI model might detect a spike in demand for certain products during a viral social media campaign and adjust procurement plans accordingly. Improved forecasting reduces cost, enhances customer satisfaction, and drives smarter inventory management. And next comes blockchain for secure, transparent transaction. Blockchain technology, originally developed for cryptocurrency, has found significant potential in supply chains for improving security and transparency. So how blockchains enhances SCM? By creating a decentralized tamper-proof ledger. Blockchain ensures all transactions from purchase order to delivery confirmation are recorded and verified by multiple parties. So this transparency reduces fraud, errors, and disputes. For example, consumers can trace provenance of a product, verifying ethical sourcing or authenticity. Smart contracts, self-executing agreements coded on the blockchain, automate payments or penalties based on delivery milestone, speeding up settlements and increasing trust. The next comes ERP tools like SAP and Oracle for the operation. So enterprise resource planning, ERP systems integrate key supply chain functions, procurement, inventory management, production, sales, finance into one unified platform. Leading ERP solutions are SAP and Oracle, among the most widely used ERP platforms, offering modules tailored to supply chain processes. These tools enable centralized data management, automated workflows, and real-time reporting. For example, if a supplier delays delivery, the ERP can automatically trigger notification to production planners to adjust schedules. By breaking down department silos, ERP systems enhance coordination and decision making across the entire supply chain. Modern supply chains aren't just physical, they are digital. AI predicts demand, sensor tracks movements, and platforms connect everything in real time.
Welcome to the Customer Relationship Management course by Simplilearn. So today we are going to talk about something that's super important for businesses of all sizes. That is CRM. You might have heard this term tossed around a lot. But what exactly it is? So why do companies care so much about it, and what are the main parts that make up a CRM system? So let's dive in and break it all down. So initially we'll begin with what is CRM. So CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. So sounds fancy, right? But really it's all about managing how businesses interact with their customers. So imagine you are running a lemonade stand. You have regular customers who love your lemonade and maybe some who complain about the sugar level. So you want to remember who likes what, follow up with your customers, and keep track of your sales. So that's basically CRM, a way to organize all the information about your customers so that you can build stronger relationships with them. So in today's world where companies deal with thousands and millions of customers, this gets a lot more complex. So CRM systems are like digital assistants that help businesses keep everything organized, from customer contact information, the past purchases, the complaints, the preferences, to even how and when to reach out again. So to sum it up all together, CRM is a strategy and a tool businesses use to understand and serve their customers better. So let us understand now why CRM is so important. So now you might ask, okay, why should businesses care about CRM? So why not just wing it? So great question. Here's why CRM is a big deal. So it enhances better customer relationships. So when a business knows who you are and what you like and what you have bought before, it feels personal. And guess what? People love that. So when companies use CRM properly, customers feel valued, not just a number. And then secondly comes it boosts sales and revenue. So by tracking customer behaviors, businesses can spot trends like which products sell best or which customers might be ready to buy again. So this means more targeted sales efforts, which leads to more sales. And then coming to the third one we have, it improves the customer service. So imagine calling a company and the person answering already knows your issues and history. So that saves time and frustration. So CRM helps customer service reps to do that by giving them quick access to the customer information. Then moving on, we have the streamlines marketing efforts. So instead of blasting generic ads, companies can send personalized offers based on your preferences or past purchases. So this means marketing is more effective and customers get relevant messages. And then we have centralizes the information. So in big companies, different teams like the sales, marketing or support all need customer information. So the CRM keeps everything in one place. So everyone is on the same page. Then we have finally, it is about data-driven decisions. So CRM systems often come with analytics tools that help companies understand what's working and what's not. So making smarter business decisions is all about CRM. So CRM is not just a software, it's a game changer for how companies build lasting customer loyalty and grow their business. So let's now move on to the main components of CRM. So alright, now that we have known what CRM is and why it is so important, let's look at the main pieces that make it all work. So most CRM systems have these core components. The first one is sales automation. So this is all about helping the sales team manage leads, track customer interactions, schedule follow-ups, and close deals faster. For example, the system might remind a salesperson to call a client or send a code. And then we have marketing automation. So this component helps businesses automate the marketing campaigns. It can send personalized emails, manage social media posts, and track how customers respond. So think of it like a marketing robot working 24/7. And then we have this customer service and support. So when customers have issues or questions, this part helps manage tickets, track problem solutions, and provide timely support. So it keeps services reps informed so that they can help faster and better. And then we have this contact management. So this is the heart of CRM. It stores the detailed customer profiles including names, phone numbers, emails, purchase history, preferences and more. It's like a smart address book but way more powerful. So then moving on, we'll understand the analytics and reporting. So CRM systems collect tons of data. So this part analyzes it to create reports and dashboards showing sales performance, customer behavior, campaign success, and other valuable insights. Then we have workflow automation. So this lets businesses set up rules to automate the repetitive tasks like assigning new leads to the sales reps or sending thank you emails after a purchase, saving time and reducing errors. Then we have integration capabilities. So modern CRMs can connect with other tools businesses use like the emails, calendars, accounting software and social media platforms. So what it does, this makes sure data flows seamlessly between systems. So let's now move on to the next chapter and understand CRM in a deeper level. So in this chapter, we'll understand the CRM process. So how does CRM actually work? The CRM process is basically a cycle that helps companies manage every step of their interaction with the customers. So the first one is collecting customer data. So first, businesses gather information about their customers like names, contact information, purchase history, and even their preferences. Now moving on, we have organizing and analyzing. So this data is then organized so that it's easy to access and analyze. For example, the system can tell which products a customer buys most often or when they last the contacted support. So then we have engaging with the customers. So based on this information collected, companies can send personalized offers, respond quickly to the questions, or follow up after a purchase. So then we have improving relationships. So the goal is to build a stronger ongoing relationship by understanding the customer needs and solving their problems. And then we have feedback and optimization. So finally, companies gather feedback to see what's working and what's not and then improve their process. So let's now understand, what does a CRM manager do? So imagine the CRM manager as the conductor of an orchestra. So making sure all the pieces of the work together perfectly to create the great customer experience. So here's what they actually do. So they manage the CRM system. So they oversee the CRM software to ensure that it runs smoothly and it stores the accurate customer data. So then he analyzes the customer data. So they look at trends and patterns to help marketing and sales team target the right customers with the right message. And then we have coordinate the teams. So they work closely with the sales, marketing, and even the customer support teams to make sure everyone uses CRM data effectively. And then they improve the customer experience. So they find ways to enhance how the company interacts with the customers, such as automating follow-ups or creating. So then moving on to the fifth one, we have he trains the staff. So he teaches the team members how to use the CRM system properly. So let's now move on and actually see the real world CRM examples. So let's look at some real companies and how they use CRM. So the first one is Amazon. So ever noticed how Amazon recommends products you might like? So that's CRM in action. They analyze your past purchases and browsing habits to personalize your shopping experience. Then we have Starbucks. So they use CRM to send you special offers on your birthday or rewards for your loyalty, making you feel valued and encouraging you to keep coming back. And then moving on, we have Netflix. So Netflix tracks what you watch and uses the data to suggest shows you might enjoy. So this personalized approach keeps viewers engaged longer. So then we have a small local business. So even a local coffee shop might use CRM to remember your favorite order and send you coupons or even invites via email or text. So CRM management is all about using technology and smart strategies to build a strong, lasting relationships with the customers. So helping businesses grow and customers feel appreciated. So a CRM manager is the person making sure that all these moving parts work together smoothly. So let's now go ahead and train ChatGPT to act like a customer support bot. So let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome to this next chapter. So what if your customer support never slept, never got tired and always had the answers ready? So today we are making that happen. I will walk you through how to set up ChatGPT as a smart AI-powered customer support assistant. So you will learn how to give it a real company information, making it respond like your support repository and see it in action, answering the common customer queries all step by step. No complex coding needed. So let's get started. So the first step would be building the foundation, that is defining your business information. So we will use a sample company information. The sample company name should be Glowtech, which sells the smart gadgets. So here's what we would feed into the ChatGPT. So let's take an overview. So we have written the company name as Glowtech. The industry is a consumer electronics. The support hours are Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. IST. We have an email and a phone number. Then we have defined the return policies. The refunds available within 30 days of delivery. Only for the unused and the unopened items, return shipping is customer's responsibility. Then we have warranty of 1 year for the manufacturing defects. It covers the smartwatches, earbuds, smart home devices. Then we have shipping, the standard 5 to 7 working days. Then expedited is 2 to 3 working days. Tracking links sent via email. Then we have the contact channels like email, web form and WhatsApp. Then we have typical issues like delayed orders, refund and return questions, warranty claims and product troubleshooting. So The next step would be copying this whole information. Okay. So I would copy this. I will go back to ChatGPT and I will paste this here. And I will write here, you are a helpful customer support assistant for Glowtech. So I need you to basically use this following information to answer questions. So then if unsure, ask the customer to contact support@glowtech.com and always greet the customers. So, hello, how can I assist you with the Glowtech products today? If you have any questions about refunds, warranty, shipping or product, feel free to ask. If I can't answer your question, I will guide you to contact. What can I do for you? So the next step would be testing the conversations. So there are some common scenarios that take place with the customer support. I won't be asking the similar questions. So let's suppose the first question would be a refund request. So I would say, I want to return my smartwatch. So it has answered, hello, if you would like to return your Glowtech smartwatch, please note the refund policy. Returns are accepted within 30 days of delivery. The item must be unused and unopened. So it is nice, actually behaving like a customer support bot. So then the next question I would like to ask, it's been 8 days and I still don't have my package. So you can see, I understand your concern about the delay in receiving the Glowtech smartwatch, shipping time frame, tracking your order. It has given the Glowtech and the Glowin and Glowtech. No tracking information. If there is no tracking information available or if the status has not been updated for the several days, it's advisable to contact the Glowtech's customer support for assistance. So it has now redirected you can reach out to the Glowtech's customer support via. You can just mail it, you can just call it. They will be available to provide you with the most accurate information regarding your order status. So you can see that it has given you all the answers to your question. The time frame it has given, then the tracking your order. If there is no tracking available, what all you can actually do, then it is really nice to use this as a chat support. So then I will guide it to, I want you to behave, always greet the customers and say thank you after it's over. Be kind and helpful customer support bot. Now let's ask about the warranty. Like, my earbuds stopped working after 4 months. I'm sorry to hear that your Glowtech Your boat stopped working after 4 months. Please note that Glowtech offers a 1-year warranty covering the manufacturer defects. I recommend contacting Glowtech support. Thank you for reaching out. If you have any other questions, I'm here to help. And so nicely, actually, the ChatGPT is behaving like a customer support. So let's ask about something that can be resolved. My smart bulb is not connecting to Wi-Fi. I'm sorry to hear that. Here are a few quick tips you can try. So basically it has provided with the tips what you can try at home. Make sure your Wi-Fi network is working properly and the bulb is within range. Restart your router and the smart bulb. Check that you are using the correct app and follow the setup instructions carefully. Ensure your phone is connected to the same Wi-Fi network you want the bulb to connect. Sometimes resetting the bulb to factory settings can help. So check the manual for reset steps. And always it will redirect you to the support for detailed troubleshooting. Thank you for reaching out. So it is behaving in a nice way. So let's now move on to the exclusive things that can actually help. So I'll try. I want you to train on Glowtech customer support agent as a helpful factual and polite way. Do not guess anything. If uncertain, say, let me escalate this to our human team, and always offer next steps at the end of every interaction. So this is a type of training the ChatGPT. Can I get a refund on my smartwatch? On my used smartwatch. I'm sorry to hear you are facing issues with the Glowtech smartwatch. Glowtech's refunds policy specifies that returns are accepted within 30 days of delivery and the item must be unused and unopened. Since your smartwatch has been used, it may not qualify for a refund under the policy. To explore possible solutions, please contact our customer support team. They can assess your situation and determine if any exceptions or alternative solutions are applicable. Thank you for reaching out. If you have any other questions or need further assistance, feel free to ask. So this is actually nice. So let me ask something different. My product is defective, but I lost my invoice. Hello, I'm sorry to hear that your Glowtech product is defective and that you have misplaced your invoice. Warranty typically requires proof of purchase such as invoice or other order confirmation to validate a claim. Without the documentation, it may be challenging to process a warranty request. To explore the possible solutions, please contact the Glowtech's customer support. So this is nice then. These are the next steps that actually I wanted and it is actually giving it. So then the next step would be going beyond. like something advanced issues. So after this, if you really want to advance the issues and give some advanced prompts like use OpenAI API to embed ChatGPT into your website. Link with live ticket systems, for example, Fresh Desk, and Zendesk is also there. So use LangChain. So through LangChain, you can actually build the customer support robots over there. So use LangChain for real-time document lookup. That is basically using RAG, retrieval augmented generation. So here basically after giving this prompt, you will be getting how to embed ChatGPT with the live ticket system and RAG using LangChain, OpenAI API integration. Use OpenAI's chat completion API or other models to power that chat interface on your website. The chat frontend can send user messages to OpenAI and display the responses. To connect to the ticket systems, Freshdesk or Zendesk or anything like that. Then LangChain for the real-time document lookup, workflow example, tech stack suggestions, and basically we'll get everything at one go. So you can actually give again the training tips like keep answers short, polite and helpful, set the tone as casual or formal depending on your brand, then simulate the real queries and refine responses. So that's it. We have built a working AI-powered customer support assistant using ChatGPT. So you saw how to fit into the company's information, simulate the real conversations, and customize its behavior. So guys, let's move on to the next AI tool that is used for customer relationship management. So here we are inside the Zoho's website. So this is the first free AI tool that can be used as a CRM. So the question is how to get here. So you can jump over to Google web browser and type Zoho free CRM. And you can just sign in with your Google account and then it will ask you for your phone number and OTP to get verified. And you are inside. As I have already logged in before, so I didn't log in again. So I will directly go inside this CRM's homepage. So this is basically the dashboard of Zoho. So first things first, we'll start off with the dashboard itself. So you can basically see that the screen is divided into two parts. On the right hand side, you can see the open task. That is basically where you can see what is going on in respect to the customers. Then you have My Meetings. It is all about your reminder to any of the meetings you have on the current date. Then if you scroll down, it will be today's leads. And then finally, any of the details you're going to close this month. My deals closing this month. So at the bottom, we have feedback on new UI. So this is basically the new UI of Zoho. Previously it was different. And then you have announcements to make. You can do it. Then you can have sticky notes. You can even have activity reminders. Then you can actually move on to the recent items and then accessibility and then finally help. So then on the left hand side, we have a panel out here. But where we have certain features. Let's see that one by one. But before that, I will just tell you, if you click on these three dots, you will have Add Component, Reorder and View Full Screen. So add component is basically my open task is one component. Meetings is another component, today's leads another component, and my deals closing this month is another component. If you want to add one component, you can just click on this. Then you have to basically select the module. Basically, you can contacts, custom view, you can see all contacts, component name give, customer contacts. And basically you can click on save over here and it is updated securely. In this way you can actually customize the dashboard of Zoho CRM. So let's move on and see it in view full screen mode. So this is actually nice. You can click on to escape and move on to the next. So coming to the left hand side, these are the various features of Zoho CRM. You can basically call this as modules even. So coming to the leads over here. So basically I have made one lead. So if you want to create another lead, you can click on create a lead and then you can just write the first name as John. You can write the name title as Mr. Phone number as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Then click on the mobile and get another 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. And then lead source to be anything from advertisement, basically the source of the lead where you have got the lead from, maybe advertisement or cold call, employee referral, external referral or online store. So I would be giving it as cold call. Then industry is application service provider, data telecom, government or military, large enterprise. So give this as government. Company, write it as the name of the company, ABC, last name not required. You can write the email as @gmail.com and you can give the FAS, give the website, lead status, number of employees, rating, can be acquired, active, marked fail or project cancelled or shut down. You can give it as active, Skype ID through which you can get a call, secondary email or Twitter, and you can just click on save. Last name to be will give as and click on save. So now you can basically see the overview, the address information, the description, the notes if you want to attach any notes, any attachments, open activities, invited meetings, emails, drafts or scheduled any mails. You can basically get everything. Then over here you can click on convert and basically it will convert it to from a lead to a customer. So create a new deal for this account or just convert. You can click on convert and then you can see account created and contact. So go to leads again. And in this way you can just create one lead. So here, coming to the contacts, create a new contact. It would be anything, writing the name. For example, give it as, so I can actually show you from itself. I have this. So this is the overview, hide the details, address information. So here basically you can directly send a mail. You can go and delete, print the preview, find and merge duplicates. So there can be two Johns. So if they're the same person, you can actually find and merge the duplicate. Then you can customize the business card, organize contact details. Now if you want to edit, you can even edit, like add new. Then basically go for the accounts. You can go here and create a new account for a particular customer, or else you can go here and see that I have already created one account, and this is for John De Cruz itself, and you can see you can create notes, attachments, deals, assign or a new deal. Then you have contacts. Through this you can send a mail. So basically you can get the whole information, whole account of the particular customer. So in this way you have the whole information for a particular customer. So then you can see, and coming to deals, you can here define your sales cycle and track your sales pipeline. So this is true, you can track and manage your sales pipeline, and now you can create or import a deal directly. So you can just click on create detail and you can fill in all the things and click and save over here. So all these things marked in red are the necessary ones, and you have to go ahead and do this. Then coming to calls, you can basically see how do you track customer interactions. So interactions are a very important part of the CRM, as you can actually interact with your customer and turn the lead into a customer itself and then make a deal out of it. So you can automatically log every sales call by integrating your phone system with just one click. Integrate telephony. Then, or if you prefer to do the things manually, then log calls or schedule a call to follow up with the customers. Then basically you can come to task. How do you get work organized? You can create task and set reminders to your task, like create one or import the task. You can create a task like the subject of the task, due date, the contact status, reminder, priority, and everything at one place. You can just save it and go ahead and create a new. Then you can come over here in the meeting section, where basically you track the customer meetings. So meetings are very important, you have to just be there before the meeting so that you never miss on to a customer. So maintaining the customer relationship is all about meetings. So you can create meetings, set reminders, and add invites to the meetings itself. So import, you can import it directly or create a meeting. Location and everything you can have to give, and just have to save, and the meeting would be created. So then go for these campaigns. So plan campaigns. So campaigns are marketing efforts planned, executed, and monitored from within your CRM. Like you have to create a campaign. For example, if you click on this create, you have to fill up the full necessary information, and you can actually create the campaign. Going ahead in the document section, this is very important part of the CRM. So basically you can upload any documents over here from directly upload, and you will be generating from your device itself. You can go to documents, you can go to pictures if you have any, if you want to go to here and music, videos, and favorites. You can even have a library over here, and you can even delete from here. Then basically visits tracking. You can actually identify and track your website visitors in Zoho CRM. So basically you have to scroll down and generate more qualified leads. Get started, identify important prospects on your website, engage them in real time, and convert them to leads, all without leaving your Zoho CRM window. You can just not leave the CRM window and convert a lead into a customer. And then you can go ahead in the project section, that is the unified sales and project management, a smarter way to bridge the gap between sales and project tracking. So you can connect, you can track, you can deliver. So just have to get started, all in this one time frame. So then you can go to this report section, and these are the report template. Top 10 templates by click rate. Email reports also you have over here. For example, this no data found because I have not created any. So You can even go to this My Reports, go to Favorites, Recently Viewed. So I have viewed this recently and it came over here. Deal reports, basically everything you will be getting in one website. So this is how CRM is actually useful. It's the number one most recommended CRM tool, and that is for free. And Zoho Analytics by Zoho is really awesome. So it is a must-try tool for you. So let's move on and get to the next tool. Hi everyone. In this video, we will explore the 3 popular free CRM tools that can help you manage your sales, contacts, and customer relationships. So other than Zoho. So we will walk you through the HubSpot CRM, then Fresh Sell CRM, and then finally the Bittrex 224 CRM. So let's get started with HubSpot. So the first app is HubSpot CRM, a user-friendly tool loved by many beginners and marketing teams. So to go to this page, you have to just type in your browser HubSpot's free CRM and then click on Get Free CRM. So sign up using your email or social login. So before signing up, I'll just let you know the overview of the HubSpot. So this is basically the dashboard, and here you can see there are various products of HubSpot platform. The first one is a marketing hub. There's a free and premium plans available, marketing automation software. Then we have operations hub, that is for the operations software. Both the free and the premium plans are there. Then the sales hub, there's a sales software. Then commerce hub, that is B2B commerce software, that is basically a business to business commerce software. Then we have service hub, that is the customer service software. Then we have smart CRM, and here AI powered CRM software is available. So then we have content hub, that is a content marketing software. And then finally we have small business handle. This is a starter edition of each product built for startups and small businesses are there. You can easily Breeze, that is AI tools powering the HubSpot platform, featuring a collection of AI agents and much more. And then you have App Marketplace. Connect your favorite apps to the HubSpot. So then you can go down and see getting a demo. You can basically click here and get a demo of the whole software itself. And then you can even go to solutions and see there are by use cases, by team size, certain solutions are also available here. Then if you go to the pricing, and you can see Marketing Hub Professional for marketing teams who want to effectively run the omni-channel campaigns. It is $800 per month, includes 3 seats. And you can even pay upfront best value, and then you can even pay monthly or anything. It includes 2000 marketing contacts. And then you have an enterprise plan, that is Marketing Hub Enterprise, and it is basically $3,600 per month, and it includes 5 seats. It was 3 and it's 5. And you can directly talk to the sales over here, and you can see the plan available over here, basically the beta version. And then I'll just move on. And then here you can click on the resources and you see the featured links, community events and partners, then educations available, services they are providing, and the tools available. So I'll just log in over here. The login is only in the upward section, and then you can just log in. So after you just log in with your Gmail account, this is the page that is gonna open in the HubSpot. So here on the left hand side, you can see certain guides. That is the marketing guide. So explore the other features in your template recommended. All you need to get started. Set up the basics. Then attract new customers with the Marketing Hub. And then attract and capture leads, engage leads, and convert them into a customer. Then track and analyze performance. So everything in a minute. So then if you scroll down, you can see you can even get connected with your mail account. Install the apps you use or explore 1500 plus more apps in the HubSpot app marketplace. And then when you scroll down, it is learn more about the marketing tools. So get started with a 4-minute lesson on attracting the right audience. So it even provides you with a guide, a video, and everything else. Then take a short tour of how contacts work and then connect marketing apps from the app marketplace. So basically you can do marketing, sales, customer service guide, and then you have even content guide, and then finally you can even have a commerce guide. Build and manage your content, create content. It will about take 28 minutes. Reach your customers with a customer content. Then manage the content, save time and increase the team efficiency with content management tools. And then when you scroll down, it is there ready to connect. So connect your favorite tools to the HubSpot. And then when you scroll down, there is learn more about the content tools. So here you can invite your team or you can view your plan. So if you can view your plan, so basically it is free, but then you have so many of the 4 types of pricing. So the first one is Sales Hubs Starter. So basically it is $15 per month and pay monthly, or even you can pay upfront. So this is there. And then when you go to this free tools, you can have a free tools, foundational tools to get you started, that is for free. Then HubSpot for the marketers, that is also there. Then you can just scroll over here and you can see contacts, companies, deals, tickets. So if you go to this contacts page, basically you have to fill the contact details. So you can even click over here, or you can directly go and create contact. Help me get started. I will set by myself. Help me get started. So it will say create your first contact record in just a few steps. So create your contact. Set your contact properties. Choose the contact details you want to see. HubSpot has a huge range of contact properties and designed to just store the information you need. You can just scroll over here and you can see you can just note, you can email, then you can call, task, meeting, schedule meetings, and you can click here and many more options will be available. Then let's go back. And you can see companies available over here. You can sort by companies basically. So these are the companies. Then you can go to deals over here. So deals is basically a page where you create a deal to start building your winning sales process, like setting up your deals pipeline with stages for the real-time milestones. Then you can track your deals. So tracking is so much important to know the status of the deal. Then you can even go and report on yourself, so you can keep track of how much money you are making over time. So here you can click on and go to create a deal, and you can even ask for setting up by myself if you are a pro in this. And then if you are a beginner, I will recommend to go and start with help me get started. And necessarily the same, edit the name of your pipeline. You can just see. So define the deal stages. Then you can stage name, qualified to buy, presentation schedule, decision maker bought in, contract sent. You can even add or delete the stages. The next closing step would be closed won and closed loss, create a deal. And in this way you have just created a deal for you. So then I'll just go back. And you can see tickets over here. You can raise tickets of the issues with your customers. So basically this is a thing where actually the customer relationship management comes in. So It is actually how well you have tracked the issues with your customers, how easily you have solved the issues with your customers. You can track over here, create tickets and assign them to a member of your team so they can offer the right help at the right time. And providing the right help to the customers can actually draw more customers to you, because the after part of the sales is so much important. So want to learn more about these tickets? Read the knowledge base article. So it is providing you with a knowledge base article, which is 25 per page. Then you can even see the ticket owner, the create date, the last activity date, and the priority tickets over here. You can just go on and click on create ticket and create a ticket for yourself and then assign it to a team member. Then moving on, you can see the list, the inbox, basically where the mails come in. Then you can see the calls, the task for the today. They can even hear the playbooks. Basically keep your team aligned. Why should someone buy our products? You can even add it over here. The purpose of this playbook is to kick off the conversation with a new prospect and communicate the value of our products. What does your budget for this year look like? You can have a note over here. And then you can even have templates and you can even have snippets. So there are basically so much more you can do about that. And you have a separate for marketing, CRM, then you can even have for content and sales and so much more. You can even automate the workflows. You can have a data management of custom events, data quality, data sets, data model, and so much more. It will be very nice of you to see that you have a co-pilot over here. So you can see, hi, I'm Copilot, your new AI-powered collaborator. So I can answer questions about your HubSpot. And you can just see this Copilot here to actually help you in this CRM management. So you can even research about your company, add a company, or summarize the contact you mean. Then you can even give feedbacks to this. So I'll just put on. You can even write prompts over here like I need help for this and that. And you can even see the chats over here. So this is what about AI with HubSpot is. So let's now move on to the next tool. So the next tool is Fresh Sales CRM. So which is designed especially for the sales team looking to track the leads and the deals efficiently. So to get into here, you have to visit the freesales.io and hit get started for free. So let's have an overview first. So the products available in the Fresh Works is Fresh Desk Omni, Fresh Chat, Fresh Service, Fresh Sales, Fresh Marketer, and so on. And the all products and trials are available. Then if you go here to see the platform, you can see the app marketplace, developers, technical alliances. And coming to the resources, we have customer stories, community, training, services, and support. And then you can even have a demo for this to get started with. Then you can see on the pricing and you can scroll down and see for growth. You can have $749 only per month. And you can try it for free. And then you have a pro plan, which is $3,239, which is ideal for growing and the mid-sized businesses requiring advanced capabilities and AI assistance. So these are the specifications, what you will be getting over here. You can directly click on and compare. And coming to the last but not the least, that is the enterprise one. And this is around 5,000, 4,899 to be specific. And that is per month, and you will be getting everything in a plus version for this. So let's now move on and see the exact thing. I will click on this try it for free, and you have to just provide your details, or you can just continue with the Google. So then after just you have entered with your Google account, they will be asking you about which industry do you belong to. IT infrastructure and services, computer software, manufacturing, e-commerce, financial services. So I'll just go and IT infrastructure and services, and then it will take me to this page. So here basically these are the accounts of the people. This is sample people, their job title, their email, mobile number, status, and tags. Basically, a decision maker, influencer, champion, and so on. So this is basically a sample. You can filter the data by popular filter, sales owner, territory, or the source. Then you can either filter your account, active sales, addresses, and so on. Then move on and you can just go to new contacts and you can just add contact over here. You can just close this and import contacts from a Excel page, or you can just add contacts over here. Then you can go on and if you click on all the contacts would be visible. And then you have 12 more. What are they? Recently modified, default views. So this is it. You can personalize your CRM by your contacts, accounts, or deals. So add your own deal, add your own everything, and then save it. Then you have bring in the website leads. Then you can go ahead and invite your own team, then route the leads to your company and so on. Then if you just go and over here, it is basically the account section. And you can go ahead and your trial ends in 21 days. Explore the plan or request a demo. You basically add a demo over here. Then if you go ahead and you can click on add account, you can just go ahead and enter your account name, the website, industry type, and the number of employees you are targeting. And then you can go here and get over the deals. This is a very beginner friendly website. You can take a tour of your deals. You can take a tour over here. Then you can see already some deals are available. This is a sample deal, but yeah, you can refer to it and make your own deal over here. And then you can see the conversations. So it's 4 types of conversation: others, Microsoft Outlook, Zoho, and others. Then you can even have a look of the team inbox, sent, scheduled, or anything like this. You can even have the templates, email templates over here, email tracking, SMS, or chat. You can go ahead and view the analytics part. So this is basically very important that many of the tools are lacking, but now you are good to go with the fresh sales. You can go ahead and go to the admin settings like custom modules, leads, contacts and accounts, deals and pipelines, teams and territories. You can even manage how to communicate with the prospects and customers. You can even have LinkedIn lead generation forms over here as well. So this is a very great type of lead generation. And then you can even go ahead the plus over here and you can add a code, add tasks. This is sales activities over here. Then you can go ahead and go to the email section and then you can just set a reminder for yourself. And this is actually all about this fresh sales. So go ahead and try this tool. How much you explore, you are good to go with all the management. You can download the Fresh Sales mobile app itself and keep your sales organized wherever you are. So it also supports the email integration. Then you can just connect your email account to send and track mails right inside the CRM itself. So all in one point. So let's now move on to the next tool. So the last but not the least tool is Bittrex 24 CRM. So this is a powerful tool that combines CRM features with collaboration tools, great for the small teams. So just to come over here, you have to go to this bittrex.com and you can get here and start for free, or you have to get started with. Then once you start it for free, as we are a beginner, we'll start it for free and then you can see you can have this template and I'll go here and sign up with a Google account. It may take some time depending upon your Wi-Fi speed, but then it is worth it. And you can see it is a very eye-soothing dashboard over here. The UI is great. And then you can see over this and click on to continue and you can specify how big is your company. So I'll just click on over more than 250 people, or you can just skip it and continue. What do you do? Digital marketing, or you can say real estate. So I'll click on this digital marketing. And what is your position? I will say as a sales manager. can just click on to finish, and let's see what it is up to. This eye-soothing UI has just appeared, and you can see this is the dashboard, and you can see this is the deal section, the inventory section, the product catalog, customers, the contacts, companies, signing parties, vendors, and the contact center. You can have the sales, invoices, estimates. This is all the paid plans, I guess. You can even have a sales channel and even have the import from the third-party CRM solution presets. Then you can go ahead with the real-time analytics like the sales funnel, employee performance, call analytics, and everything. This Power BI analytics is just closed. Maybe it's for a paid plan. The smart process automation, then settings, the CRM settings, my company settings, CRM access permission. So some of the features are basically for the paid plans over here. So let's move on and see. What do you mean this booking? So this is basically booking your calendar. So auto reminders and confirmations via SMS and WhatsApp. All contacts are saved to the CRM, waiting list and overbooking to keep the resources busy. Complex booking schemes involving multiple resources, book resources directly from the CRM tool deals. So let's move ahead and click on start now. I have to just add a resource over here. You can add and book nearly anything, a doctor, a car, or a property. So just go ahead and add a resource over here. So for this you have to upgrade. So for now we won't upgrade. So then we'll move on to this marketing. What does marketing stands for? So here you can actually create a campaign, either an email campaign, SMS campaign, messengers, voice broadcasting, and audio call. So you can even create your audience using the Google Ads, Facebook audience, or Facebook alike. Then some promoted posts, you have Facebook ads and Instagram ads that actually go well with the marketing, and then you have sales boost for the repeated sales. So then you can just move on and go to the sites and stores. So let's see what is there here. You can create your own site with an easy to use and create your own website with Pilot. Okay. So let's move ahead and create. It's a very interesting one. So these are for free. Web designer, recruitment agency. So you can just go ahead and click on sites and stores. And you can click on create again, and you can click on. So these are very popular templates available over here. You can go ahead and create one. So this is the AI enable copilot. So you have to just actually apply selection to all users, and you have to save. And I'll just go ahead, and then you can come to the collaboration part. This is very necessary for the feeds, messengers. Hi there, your virtual assistant, happy to answer all the questions. So basically you're even getting a virtual assistant over here as well. So this is the CRM with AI, and then you can go ahead and see the Power BI builder, then employees and automation, and so on. So e-signature for HR is also available over here. No data in this page available because I have not added in. So you can just go ahead and add your own things. So this is basically a must try tool for the CRM people, and it offers the built-in chat, the task management, and calendars, so you can collaborate easily with your team. So now manage your deals by going to the deal section, entering details like your deal name, stage, and value. So don't forget to explore automation rules and triggers that can save time, although some features have limits on this free plan itself. So guys, that's a wrap on our quick demo of these 3 free CRM tools, the HubSpot CRM, Freshsales CRM, and Bitrix CRM. So each has its unique strength, so you can pick the one that best fits your business needs. So that's our wrap on our quick demo for the 4 CRM tools. So guys, congratulations on completing the CRM with AI course. You have taken a huge step forward in understanding how modern customer relationship management works. Starting with the core concepts that every business needs to know. From there, you dove into the exciting world of AI powered support by learning how to train ChatGPT to act like a helpful, intelligent customer support bot. So, this is not just theory, you have gained hands on experience that shows you how AI can actually improve the real customer interactions. But we didn't stop here, you also explored some of the best free CRM tools out there, giving you a strong foundation to manage the leads, automate follow ups, and build the lasting customer relations without breaking the bank. So, with these new skills, you have more than ready to bring smart, efficient, and human like support into any organization. So, keep practicing, stay curious, and don't be afraid to experiment. So, the future of CRM is powered by AI, and you are now equipped to be a part of it. So, keep going, keep building, and most importantly, keep helping customers in smarter ways.
So guys, what is basically in Scrum? Scrum is an agile framework that has revolutionized the way complex projects are managed and completed. Its adaptability, focus on collaboration, and iterative approach makes it an ideal methodology for dynamic and fast-paced environments. While Scrum is most commonly associated with software development, its principles and practices can be applied to various industries to enhance efficiency and product quality. This comprehensive tutorial aims to provide you with a deeper understanding of Scrum, covering its roles, artifacts, event processes, benefits, and practical implementation. By the end of this tutorial, you will have a solid grasp of Scrum and how to leverage its potential for your projects. Now let us move on to the second part, with a thorough discussion on what are Scrum roles. The product owner plays a very crucial role in Scrum, acting as the voice of the customer. So this is the first Scrum role that we see in Scrum methodology, that is a product owner. This individual is basically responsible for defining and prioritizing the product backlog, ensuring that the team focuses on the most valuable tasks. The product owner works closely with stakeholders to gather requirements, set clear goals, and make informed decisions about the product direction. The key responsibilities of the product owner includes defining the product vision and roadmap, creating and managing the product backlog, prioritizing backlog items based on value, risk and urgency, ensuring that the team understands the backlog items and their importance, and also accepting or rejecting completed work based on predefined criteria. Next role we have is Scrum Master. The Scrum Master is a facilitator and coach who ensures that Scrum framework is followed effectively. This role involves removing obstacles that hinder the team's progress, promoting a culture of continuous improvement, and fostering collaboration. The Scrum Master acts as a servant leader, supporting a team in achieving their goals without dictating how they should work. The key responsibilities of the Scrum Master includes facilitating Scrum events like sprint planning, daily Scrum, sprint review, and sprint retrospective. Then comes removing impediments that block the team's progress. Moving ahead, we have also coaching the team on Scrum practices and principles. Then we have a thorough discussion on protecting the team from external distractions and interruptions. And finally, promoting a healthy team dynamic and addressing conflicts. Next one we have is the development team. So guys, the development team consists of professionals who work collaboratively to deliver a product increment. This self-organizing team is cross-functional, meaning it possesses all the skills necessary to complete the work without relying on external sources. The development team is accountable for creating high-quality increments that meet the definition of done. The key responsibilities of development team includes estimating planning work during sprint planning, collaborating daily to achieve the sprint goal, delivering a potentially shippable product increment by the end of the sprint, then continuously improving their processes and practices, and finally, maintaining transparency through regular communications and updates. Now let us move on and understand about Scrum artifacts. The first one that we have all over here is product backlog. The product backlog is a dynamic list of all the works needed for the product. It includes features, enhancements, bug fixes, and technical tasks. The product owner is basically responsible for maintaining and prioritizing the backlog, ensuring that it reflects the current needs and goals of the project. The product backlog is continuously refined with items being added, removed, or reprioritized as necessary. The product backlog serves as a single source of truth for the team, providing a clear roadmap of what needs to be done. It is essential that backlog items are well defined with clear acceptance criteria to guide the development team in delivering the expected value. Then we have the sprint backlog. The sprint backlog is a subset of the product backlog, containing items selected for the current sprint. During sprint planning, the team decides which backlog items they can commit to completing within the sprint. The sprint backlog also includes a plan for how the team will accomplish this work. Sprint backlog provides a focused and actionable plan for the team, outlining the tasks and goals for the sprint. It is a living document continuously updated as the team progresses and learns about the work. The sprint backlog helps the team stay organized and aligned with the sprint goal. Then we have is increment. Increment is the sum of all the work at the end of the sprint. It represents a potentially shippable product that meets the definition of done, a set of criteria ensuring that work is complete and of high quality. The increment includes not only the new features added during the sprint, but also any improvements or fixes made to the existing features. The increment provides tangible evidence of progress, allowing stakeholders to inspect and evaluate the product. It serves as the basis for feedback and decision making, enabling the team to adapt and refine their approach in subsequent sprints. Then we have is sprint. Now let us move on and discuss about some of the Scrum events. The first one that we have all over here is sprint. A sprint is a time box period typically lasting 24 weeks, during which the team works to create a product increment. The fixed duration of the sprint provides a regular rhythm for the team, promoting consistent delivery and continuous improvement. Each sprint begins with a sprint planning and ends with a sprint review and sprint retrospective. Next one we have is sprint planning. It is an event where the team defines what will be accomplished in the upcoming sprint. The product owner presents the high priority backlog items and the team collaborates to select those they can complete within the sprint. Together, they set a clear sprint goal and create a plan for achieving it. During sprint planning, the team breaks down the selected backlog items into smaller tasks and estimates the effort required. This detailed planning ensures that everyone understands the work and how it contributes to the sprint goal. A sprint planning sets the stage for a focused and productive sprint. Next one we have is the daily scrum. Daily scrum is a short time box meeting, usually lasting for 15 minutes, held every day during the sprint. The purpose of the daily scrum is to synchronize the team activities, discuss progress, and identify any obstacles. Each team member shares what they did the previous day, what they plan to do today, and any issues they are facing. The daily scrum promotes transparency and accountability, ensuring that everyone is aligned and aware of the team status. It also provides an opportunity to quickly address and resolve impediments, keeping the team on track to achieve the sprint goal. Next we have all over here is called sprint review. So guys, sprint review is held at the end of the sprint to inspect the completed work and gather feedback from stakeholders. The team demonstrates the product increment, highlighting what was accomplished during the sprint. Stakeholders provide input and the product owner updates the product backlog based on the feedback. The sprint review fosters collaboration and transparency, allowing stakeholders to see the product's progress and influence its direction. It also provides an opportunity to celebrate success and identify areas for improvement. And finally, we have the sprint retrospective. The sprint retrospective is the final event of the sprint, where the team reflects on their processes and practices. The goal is to identify what went well, what could be improved, and how to enhance their performance in future sprints. The team discusses these insights, creates action items to address any issues. The sprint retrospectives promotes a culture for continuous improvement, encouraging the team to learn from their experiences and make incremental changes. By regularly reflecting and adapting, the team can optimize their processes and achieve better outcomes. Now let us understand the Scrum process flow. The Scrum process revolves around the sprint cycle, beginning with the sprint planning and ending with the sprint retrospective. This cycle ensures a regular cadence of work and continuous delivery of value. If we talk about the first one, we have the sprint planning here. Here the team selects the item for the product backlog and defines the sprint goal. They break down the work into smaller tasks and create the plan for the sprint. Now guys, let us discuss about the Scrum process flow. The first one that we have all over here, that is called as sprint planning. Here, the team selects the items from the product backlog, defines the sprint goal. They break down the work into smaller tasks and create a plan for the sprint. Next one, we have the daily Scrum. Daily Scrum here, the team meets daily to discuss progress, plans, and challenges. This meeting keeps everyone aligned and allows for quick adjustments. Third is sprint review. At the end of the sprint, the team demonstrates the completed work to the stakeholders and gathers feedback. The product owner updates the product backlog based on their feedback. And fourth one we have all over here is sprint retrospective. Here the team reflects on their processes and practices, identifying areas for improvement. They create action items to enhance their performance in future sprints. I hope so. You would have got a brief idea regarding Scrum process flow. Now let us move on to understanding the benefits of Scrum. So guys, Scrum offers several significant benefits that can transform how teams work and deliver value. Here are some of the key advantages. The first one that we have all over here is increased transparency. Scrum promotes transparency through its regular events and clear artifacts. The daily Scrum, sprint review, sprint retrospective ensures that everyone is aware of the team's progress, challenges, and successes. This transparency helps build trust among the team member and stakeholders, fostering a collaborative and open working environment. Next one we have all over here is improved team collaboration. The collaborative nature of the Scrum encourages team members to work closely together, leveraging their diverse skills and expertise. The Scrum Master facilitates this collaboration, helping the team communicate effectively and resolve conflicts. This teamwork leads to better problem solving, innovation, and overall productivity. Next one we have enhanced ability to adapt to changes. Scrum's iterative approach allows teams to quickly adapt to changes in requirements, market conditions, or customer feedback. By delivering small functional increments regularly, the team can gather feedback and make necessary adjustments. This flexibility ensures that product remains aligned with the stakeholders' needs and expectations. And finally, it provides faster delivery of valuable products increments. Scrum's time-boxed sprints drive the regular delivery of product increments, enabling faster time to market. This rapid delivery cycle allows stakeholders to see tangible progress and realize value sooner. It also reduces the risk of project delays and enhances the team ability to meet deadlines. Now let us discuss some of the common challenges of following Scrum methodology. We all know that Scrum offers many benefits, but it also comes with its own set of challenges. Here are some of the common issues teams may face. The first one that we have all over here is resistance to change. Introducing Scrum can be met with resistance, especially in organizations accustomed to traditional project management methods. To overcome this resistance, it's important to provide education and training on Scrum principles and practices. Involving team members and stakeholders in transition progress and highlighting the benefits of the Scrum can also help build support. Next, we have handling distributed teams. Distributed teams can face communication and collaboration challenges. To address these issues, it's crucial to leverage technology tools such as video conferencing, instant messaging, and collaborative software. Establishing clear communication protocols and regular virtual meetings can also help maintain alignment and cohesion among team members. Then we have managing large projects with Scrum. Scaling Scrum for large projects can be complex. One approach is to adopt frameworks like Scrums of Scrums, Nexus or SAFe, which is Scaled Agile Framework. It provides guidelines for coordinating multiple Scrum teams, ensuring that teams are cross-functional and self-organizing with clear communication channels, which are very essential for managing large projects effectively. Now let us dive into most interesting part, that is, what are the tools and softwares which are used for Scrum? So guys, several tools and softwares can support Scrum practices, enhancing productivity and collaboration. Here are some of the most popular options. The first one I would recommend is Jira. Jira is a widely used project management tool that offers robust support for Scrum. It provides features for creating and managing product backlogs, sprint backlogs, and tracking progress through visual boards. Jira's customizable workflows and reporting capabilities make it a powerful tool for Scrum team. Next one we have all over here is Trello. Trello is a flexible, user-friendly tool that uses boards, lists, and cards to organize tasks. It's well suited for Scrum teams, allowing them to create and manage backlogs, plan sprints, and track progress. Trello's simplicity and visual nature make it easy to use, especially for smaller teams or projects. And finally, we have Azure DevOps. Azure DevOps is a comprehensive suite of development tools that supports Scrum and other agile methodologies. It includes features or backlog management, sprint planning, continuous integration, and deployment. Azure DevOps integrates seamlessly with other Microsoft tools, making it a good choice for teams using Microsoft ecosystem. So guys, in this tutorial, we have covered the fundamental aspects of Scrum, including its roles, artifacts, events, and processes.
Now that's a wrap on our full course. If you have any doubts or questions, you can ask them in the comment section below. Our team of experts will reply you as soon as possible. Thank you and keep learning with Simplilearn.
Staying ahead in your career requires continuous learning and upskilling. Whether you're a student aiming to learn today's top skills or a working professional looking to advance your career, we've got you covered. Explore our impressive catalog of certification programs in cutting-edge domains, including data science, cloud computing, cybersecurity, AI, machine learning, or digital marketing. Designed in collaboration with leading universities and top corporations, and delivered by industry experts, choose any of our programs and set yourself on the path to career success. Click the link in the description to know more.
Hi there, if you like this video, subscribe to the Simplilearn YouTube channel and click here to watch similar videos. To nerd up and get certified, click here.